Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Roy, also known as The Royal Element, and I am the head of news and journalism for Vector Gaming, and welcome to a Royal Review. Mark of the Ninja caught my eye because of its distinct art style and look. I figured Mark of the Ninja would be a perfect first game to review, and I believe my faith has been rewarded. Although I'll praise certain elements that were beautifully executed, Mark of the Ninja does suffer the occasional quirk, all of which will be explained in this review. Mark of the Ninja is, as it would seem in the title, a game about ninjas, and this game took the path once used in terms of story within this genre. The way they showed off the story aesthetically was exceptional, but when it came down to the portrayal of the characters and the storyline, it was subpar. The storyline was one many have seen before, the ninja way versus new technologies in the future and such. In other words, the old way versus the new way. The voice acting was not very good. I had trouble pinpointing the types of accents these characters were trying to make, and it was hard to feel as invested in the story because the voice acting seemed too forced and a little emotionless. The story was a little unoriginal. Now again, since this is a ninja game, one should expect it to be filled with amazing stealth mechanics and ninjistic acrobatics. This game expertly blends stealth, movement, and combat in a way not any other game has. This is surprising coming from a side-scroller, as usually there is only forward and backwards movement. But Mark of the Ninja offers many different points of entry and many different routes you can take to complete your objectives, whilst dropping the occasional collectible along the way for those who looked hard enough. Combat after a time does get repetitive, but it is always gratifying to quickly swipe behind an enemy and beautifully assassinate him. Unless he sees you first. And well, let's say this game stays true to the fact that ninjas are squishy. The scoring system at the end of each stage is also nice, as it allows for a measure of replayability and for the players to keep track of their progress. Small amounts of customization and upgrading are also present as minor mechanics in the game. As far as the look of the game goes, it's beautiful. The painted art style, the lighting, everything about this game is good looking. Darkness and shadow act almost as a second UI to the player to see if they are visible or not as it reflects back onto you. The backdrops of levels adds more depth when the player is skulking around outside, and the detail inside the buildings adds a greater sense of immersion. One thing that bugs me though is at times, the indoor segments felt a bit too small and enclosed. When I tried jumping around or moving within a building, I found myself getting stuck on ledges I wasn't aiming for, which also at times led to my untimely death. My final remarks of this game are as follows. It is a very aesthetically pleasing game, with an art style not present in many modern day games. The intensity of some of the parkour and combat moments in the game add an adrenaline-like feeling, making you feel like you're actually running next to the ninja himself. Level design is nice, but a bit too closed up. The story and its presentation are adequate. It's nothing we haven't seen before. The game gets a little repetitive, but all around it is a fun game and I do recommend picking it up, especially if it's on sale like when I got it. I give Mark of the Ninja an 8 out of 10.